Christmas Day is not only a day that we get gifts from our families, but it's also a day that we get a gift from the game of basketball in the form of Christmas games. YouTube, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a great Christmas, and if you're not, I hope this video will brighten your day, because today we're going to be talking about 5 of the greatest performances on Christmas Day. Now keep in mind, these are not the top 5 greatest performances on Christmas Day. They're just some of the performances that I want to highlight and show some mentions to, and some of them I kind of think a lot of people don't talk about them, but we will discuss that later in this video. Because right now, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. The link will be down below in the description box. Also like this video and comment down below, because I don't think I've ever talked about Christmas Day or Christmas games. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed to my second channel, go and subscribe. That link will be down below, or a card should be popping up on the screen right now. So without further ado, let's discuss game number 1. A lot of you guys may remember the Derrick Rose and Kobe Bryant duel on Christmas Day, but this video is just going to refresh your mind a little bit. And if you don't know about it, well, let me inform you. In the 2012 season, it was a lockout shortened year, as it was only limited to 39 games, and the first game of the season was on Christmas Day. You had the Miami Heat facing the Dallas Mavericks in an NBA Finals rematch, and you had the former MVP and Derrick Rose facing Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. This game was won by the Chicago Bulls, but I remember watching this game. It was so close. I mean, Derrick Rose hit that game winner, but before we even discuss that, let's look at some of the numbers of some of these players, because it is ridiculous how great Kobe Bryant and Derrick Rose were that night. Derrick Rose put up 22 points, also had 5 assists, while shooting 69% from the field and 66% from 3. Also, shout out to Carlos Boozer for having 15 points and 6 rebounds on 54% field goal shooting. But Kobe Bryant was a monster when it came to scoring the ball that night, as he had 28 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, 7 rebounds, and shot 48% from the field. Now, when it comes to the turnovers, both of them were not very good, as Kobe Bryant had 8 turnovers and Derrick Rose had 5. And in a game that was decided by 1 point, Kobe, you could have done a little bit better, but when you look at context and everything else, Pau Gasol didn't play very well, nor did Derek Fisher, so you kind of excuse some of those turnovers on Kobe Bryant's behalf. But hell, one less turnover could have changed this outcome. I mean, it was a 1-point win from the Chicago Bulls, and Derrick Rose had an amazing outing, especially coming off of his MVP season. You looked at him and you just said nothing was stopping this man. Now, granted, he did not win the MVP this season, because LeBron James just took that to a whole nother level. The next year, he was on a mission to prove that he could win a championship for once, and he did that. But Derrick Rose definitely balled out and showed that he had some left even after winning the MVP, and he was still on a mission to lead the Chicago Bulls team to prominence. It is well documented Michael Jordan's beef with Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons. But when the Detroit Pistons faced the Chicago Bulls in 1990 on December 25th, it was clear that Michael Jordan was on a mission to destroy that team, as they had defeated the Detroit Pistons 86-98 by 12 points. And though Isaiah Thomas did have a relatively good game, putting up 23 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, as well as 3 steals on 50% from the field, and Joe Dumars even had 24 points on 50% from the field and hit all 10 of his free throws. But Michael Jordan, he was just on a mission. He was a man that wanted to kill that team. I mean, he had 37 points, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks, shot 61% from the field, hit a 3-pointer, and shot 80% from the free throw line. So when it comes to Michael Jordan that day, he was on a mission to just destroy that team. And sure, you also had other players pitching in. Bill Cartwright had 12 and 10. Scottie Pippen had 14, 6 and 8, as well as 3 steals. John Paxson pitched in 15 points and 8 assists. But Jordan was just something special. I mean, offensively, no one could stop him. He had 37 points on nearly 61% field goal shooting, while being defended by an all-time great defender in Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars, just go look up his numbers. This is a guy who routinely year after year would make all NBA teams, and Jordan just goes out there and drops 37 on them. And the success against the Pistons didn't stop there, as they would go to the postseason and eventually sweep them, and Jordan would put up 30 points a game on nearly 54% field goal shooting. So it is clear that Michael Jordan, he just hated that team. He wanted to destroy them, and he did that, because from that point forward, they were no longer a threat to him. And he went on to win 3 straight championships in a row, retire, win another 3 straight, and we all know the story, but I'm just gonna say it. He went on to become arguably the greatest player in the history of sports, not just basketball. So shout out to Michael Jordan, because on Christmas Day, he showed he was on his way. In the 2003 season, it was a year for numerous rookies that showed out. You not only had LeBron, but you also had Carmelo Anthony, Dwyane Wade, and you also had Chris Bosh as well. And Darko Milicic, the leader that he was, led the Detroit Pistons to win the NBA Finals. But as great as all those rookies were, I think we all knew from the get-go that LeBron James was going to be the best among them all, as LeBron James in his rookie year would average just under 21 points, while also averaging just under 6 assists and 5 rebounds, and shooting around 42% from the field and 75% from the free throw line. And on Christmas Day, we saw once again that LeBron James was going to be a beast in the NBA, because he did it. He went toe-to-toe with Tracy McGrady, and sure, Tracy McGrady did outplay him technically and did win the game, but that day, it was all about LeBron versus T-Mac. Every single play, who was going to get the edge on the other player, and T-Mac, man, I ain't gonna lie, T-Mac was something special, bro. T-Mac was something special, because he told LeBron, bro, you got much to learn even though you balling, bro. You got much to learn, because T-Mac would drop 41 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block, shot 52% from the field, and just under 56% from the three-point line. But LeBron, even though he did get outplayed by T-Mac, he was still a rookie, and the numbers that he put up that day was remarkable, as he had 34 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, while shooting 46% from the field and 40% from 3, as well as 80% from the free throw line. So when you look at all the other players on his team, even though Carlos Boozer did drop 18 and 19, which is overlooked, but you gotta look at LeBron, man. LeBron was just something else on that day, as well as T-Mac. They definitely stole the show, and that is one of the greatest performances, not only in Christmas game history, but in NBA history as well. In 2017, I think we can all agree that that's when the NBA officially lost its parity, when Kevin Durant decided to just go to the Golden State Warriors and ruin everybody's chances of winning a championship for the next 3 to 4 seasons. But there was a little bit of some parity left, as the Golden State Warriors had not yet won the championship, and the Cleveland Cavaliers actually defeated them on Christmas Day and had a really good game plan going into the game, as doubling Steph Curry at times and sometimes switching on Steph Curry, and the Warriors just kind of didn't really know what to do that day, as the Cavaliers not only won that game, but LeBron James was outstanding, as well as Kevin Durant, as they would go back and forth until the final whistle, as LeBron James had 31 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 13 rebounds, shot just under 55% from the field, 50% from 3, and Kevin Durant also had 36 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, while shooting 48% from the field and made all 12 of his free throw attempts. And it was not just Kevin Durant and LeBron that this game was completely about. Klay Thompson as well had 24 points while shooting 56% from the field and 45% from 3, and also Draymond Green pitched in with his own 16 points while shooting 77% from the field. And even on the Cleveland Cavaliers side of things, Kevin Love dropped 20 points and 6 rebounds, not that efficient. Channing Frye also had 10 points off the bench, and Kyrie Irving, what can I say about Kyrie? You can look at his field goal percentage and say, yeah, he did not shoot that well from the field, but he also did have 25 points, 10 assists, and 7 steals. Yes, 7 steals, and outplayed the hell out of Steph Curry, who was very disappointing that game and only dropped 15 points on a disappointing 36% from the field and 28% from 3. But in the fourth quarter, Kyrie Irving, man, there is a reason that he was the closer and LeBron James wasn't. It wasn't like LeBron James can't close, but Kyrie Irving, he was born for the big stage. As in the fourth quarter, in the last 7 minutes, he dropped 14 points. And he hit the game winner on Klay Thompson, which some people argue was a travel and stuff like that, but it is what it is, okay? Kyrie Irving still closed out that game, and it came down to a last-second shot by Kevin Durant, which he missed to win the game, or should I say, in his case, lose the game. So this was a great Christmas battle. I definitely think all parties showed up, except for Steph Curry, but they did their job, and this was the last time there was some parity, or at least a little bit of parity, in the NBA. A lot of us remember what Kobe Bryant did in the 2006 and 2007 NBA season as one of the greatest offensive outputs in NBA history. But a lot of us forget that there were numerous players that were putting up great numbers around that time, and one of those players being Dwyane Wade. As in the 2007 NBA season, D-Wade was nothing short of spectacular as he was an all-star and averaged 27 points, just under 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, while shooting 49% from the field and also 81% from the free throw line. And on Christmas Day, he took that to a whole new level as he outperformed Kobe Bryant. Yes, you heard me correctly. In the 2007 season, the same season that Kobe Bryant averaged 31 points on great shooting splits, especially for that era. Yes, I said great. And if you want to argue with me, go to Twitter. But Kobe Bryant that day, he got outperformed by D-Wade. And yes, I'm not saying that Kobe Bryant is lesser than D-Wade on the all-time scale or anything, and that D-Wade deserves to be the second greatest shooting guard ever behind Michael Jordan. I'm just saying on that day, D-Wade made a household name and said, Kobe, you're not the only great shooting guard in the league. I'm also great as well, because people forget that the season prior, D-Wade won the finals and won the finals MVP, putting up crazy and ridiculous numbers along the way and in the final series against the Mavericks. But in the season next, D-Wade showed out, as on Christmas Day, he had 40 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 blocks, and shot 60% from the field, 100% from 3, even though it was just one attempt and he made one. But he is still a guy that's not a routine 3-point shooter, and shot 94% from the free throw line. Yes, 15 of 16 free throw shots. And Kobe Bryant, man, D-Wade shut him down. I'm gonna keep it real, because D-Wade was the elite defender on that team that had the primary responsibility of guarding the best perimeter player, and Kobe Bryant had 16 points, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 rebounds, and shot 23% from the field and 0 of 4, yes, 0% from the 3-point line. And the reason I really wanted to mention this is, for one, yes, he is my favorite player of all time, but 2, literally nobody talks about this Christmas game. I don't understand why nobody talks about it. Maybe it's because of the fact that it wasn't like a hella close game and people were expecting a great duel among 2 of the greatest shooting guards in NBA history. But D-Wade, he showed out and he shut down Kobe Bryant. And I think a lot of people really need to focus on how great D-Wade has become. And I want to show him some love because it is his last season in the league and we're really going to miss D-Wade. So you guys in the comment section, let me know what you think about this video. Also subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, and follow me on social media. Those links are down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you guys. Have a great day. I'm out. Peace.